So I did not plan on Marvel Rivals announcing Daredevil and Angela the very same day I made my Daredevil concept. But man, am I happy about it. And while I do want to talk about Angela, I'm really not familiar with her or any of her other looks. But Daredevil? Oh, I know Daredevil. And I just want to throw out what I think he should have for skins in the future. The first one I want to talk about is the original red and yellow Daredevil. This look wasn't popular even when the character first debuted. But that doesn't mean it isn't worth including. Its significance in the character's history as his original look is too big to just ignore. So this look should be brought back in some way, and the idea that Matt styled his first suit after his father's boxing colors is just too good to pass up on. And I think the look should be referenced as more a direct reference to Jack Murdock rather than Matt's original suit, as a boxing robe, and simple yellow wraps around his head as the mask, and using his hair peeking through it as his horns. Or at least, that's how I've dreamt of using wraps as the mask. Speaking of using wraps as a mask, the homemade black suit. It's an extremely huge fan favorite, and for good reason too. This suit is used for some of the best sagas that Matt has had in the comics, but also has the best seasons of his show in. It amplifies Daredevil's stories greatly, grounding the character even more than he usually is, and makes him feel even more vulnerable than when he's in his traditional red spandex. And the way I'd love to style this suit is with heavy inspiration from season 3 of Daredevil's Netflix show. And I need NetEase to make sure that season 3 is the main take on this suit in Rivals. The black homemade suit is without a doubt at its best in season 3 of his show. Matt using a torn up nun's habit as his mask alone should be a reason enough to use it as the main inspiration, as it has the most appropriate thematic message where Matt is at his absolute lowest, his hearing damaged, a coma that lasted like 3 months, and his lungs filled with water after sinking into the ocean from a building falling on top of him. And becoming a servant of God like the nuns that cared for him while in recovery is a great way to continue Daredevil in season 3, and is a phenomenal usage of the black suit style. The usage of the suit is truly at its peak here, but there are attributes of the suit from the comics that I'd love to see added as well, like the harness it has in Daredevil 2019. So the basic checklist I'd want from this suit is a mask made of black wraps with a white base, all black clothes, a dark gray harness, and either cardchook ropes or white hand wraps. Of course, we need a classic look, which we probably won't see for a year after the character releases. But there's been a Marvel Rival style Daredevil floating around for a while now. It's a great piece to use as an example, and the only few changes I'd make for this more classic look is to beef him up a touch and lessen the padded look, as Daredevil as a character should look more nimble and rely on his own movement to avoid his usual opponent's attacks, which are typically fairly normal criminals with insane abilities from time to time. Now, the most recent suit on all Daredevil fans' minds has to be the black suit in Daredevil Born Again Season 2. This is a suit that I'd love to see in Rivals, but this suit has yet to be officially shown off, so despite how much I'd love to see it, we probably won't be seeing this for a while. From the 2022 Zdarsky run, King Daredevil is by far one of the greatest looks the character has ever had, and fills me with adrenaline just looking at him. This is one of those looks that I wish that Rivals would adapt one-to-one in-game. It looks extremely good, and the overall form of the suit does look like something that I'd see in Marvel Rivals' character design philosophy, where they're a little bit different from their usual look, while still capturing the essence of the character. And also from the 2022 run, Fist of God Daredevil is one that is carried by my love for this run, because it's literally just a glowing white version of the traditional suit. But man, is it beautiful, and feels so good to see in action, where Daredevil just faces down Beelzebub, down in the hands hell, is insane. I'm just amazed at this book. I'm sorry, but if you're looking for a place to start Daredevil, I'm sorry, but it's hard to not argue, at least in favor of this run. This run from Zdarsky is insane. It's so good. And while it's not the greatest the character has to offer, it's up there. It's so good. And Fist of God Daredevil is so good. Even if it is just a recolor of his traditional suit. And now my most honorable mention, and my most niche, Matt Murdock from Spider-Woman's universe, Spider-Gwen, if you will, where he is Kingpin in her original universe. Where not only is this a really nice niche look for him, but also it allows us to get a nice little way to not only showcase a more niche run or a more niche character's interpretation, but it also gives us a good look at Matt in a more casual outfit, but also a skin that shows off his face, where he could use a two-piece Kingpin staff as his batons or something, and just look dripped out in the suit. I love Daredevil, and I do hope some of these designs are used. Either way, thank you all for listening. Like and subscribe. Do it. I want more.